Welcome back, everyone. And last time, of course, we conquered these two settlements, Armenia Minor and Trapezis. And now our economy is really doing a lot better. And our king, unfortunately, died in a stupid way in the battle for Anikamach here last time, so that was unfortunate. But now that our economy is doing well, we can really start building up and building better armies. And we can also complete the reforms soon. So we've constructed Caucasian Tribal Kingdom in Armenia Minor, in the capital, in Sofien, and in Caucasian Albania. So we cannot construct it in Trapezis. In Trapezis, we can only construct a strategiae, like a governorship, and we cannot construct Caucasian Tribal Kingdom. So we'll have to take Kutaisi here, construct Caucasian Tribal Kingdom there, and then, as I mentioned, we have one more settlement to get in Media Atropatene down here, Gazaka, near Lake Urmia. So what we're going to do now is build up our army a bit and go take out Kutaisi. So our army is doing pretty well, actually. So I'm probably going to take the army. Actually, our public order is pretty bad, so I'm going to wait for this military occupation building to complete before leaving Trapezis. We'll wait for things to calm down there a little bit. And then, yeah, everything should be fine. Kabalaka, the population is pretty low, unfortunately, and Armenia Minor is actually almost to the next level of settlement. So that's good. So hopefully we can upgrade Anikamach soon. And with that, I say we end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so we have a new family member, Vahakan Yervanduni, and our economy is doing quite well. So once Armavir is done with this temple to Anahit, I'll think of what we can construct. Probably the strategic fortifications there. And Trapezis is still has low public order. So I don't want to take anyone out of the city just yet to attack Kutaisi. I see their army again here. It's not that big, so my army can take them quite easily. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit some more spearmen, because in EB2, it really utilizes the medieval 2 unit pool system, so you really don't have access to a ton of units at once that you can train. So I'm going to recruit some more spearmen while I can get them, as well as some more horse archers. In my 2 main recruitment centers. Oh, I can recruit some Akkadian infantry. The Akkadians are quite good. So I'm going to do that. And I believe that'll be it for this turn. I'm a couple turns away from Anikamach growing into a large town. So yeah, let's end the turn here. Let me recruit a couple more spearmen anyway. So let's end the turn now and see what happens. Okay. So another tribute payment to the Seleucids. And yeah, now I have some good units. So I'm going to definitely move these Akkadians north to Trabizond to join the king's army, as well as these spearmen. Now Trapezis's public order is still not perfect. And you can see here I can only construct an Armenian administration building in Trapezis, but you can see that it does give me access to Cappadocian cavalry, as well as Galatian sword infantry, the Katusages, as well as a phalangite unit. So that's actually quite nice. So I'm going to construct that administration building. And I should probably have constructed the game field, but next time. And yeah, it would seem that that's all I can do pretty much at the moment. I'm also going to send in these troops near Trapizond so that once my army's ready to come out of the city, they'll all join up, and the other Akkadian unit will be ready as well. So I think that's good enough for now. I think I'll recruit another spy. That'll be useful. And I think that's it for this turn. Let's end the turn and see what the enemy does. Okay, so we've constructed some horse archers and Akkadian infantry this turn. And you can see that my economy is already taking a hit from recruiting these extra units. So yeah, I have a new spy. I'm just going to quickly check up on what the Seleucid Empire is doing. So it seems like the Seleucids have Kilikia and Syria pretty much under control. I just want to see what their frontier with the Ptolemies is like. And they actually seem quite stable right now. So I'll send the spy to check on Mesopotamia soon. Yeah, so let's keep our troops moving. And Trapezis, it's doing better in terms of the unrest department, but it's not perfect. But it's almost ready. And I can construct a palisade around Anikamach, so then it'll become a large town. So I'll increase its tax to normal. And I believe Kabalaka still has a ways to go before reaching the next level. But anyway, I could recruit some cataphract cavalry, some Armenian cataphracts, but they're so expensive right now, I don't know if it's a good idea. I think I have some time, so I'll wait. Yeah, and everything looks pretty good for now. I have another unit of Akkadian infantry here, so I'll send them up as well. And I'll also use some of those troops as garrison units. I still can't retrain my Cappadocian my Cappadocian spearmen. That's unfortunate. But actually, soon I'll be able to retrain my Cappadocian cavalry in Trapezus. So I'm going to send him to Trapezus. In fact, the administration building will be ready in 3 turns. Everything seems to be going well. The strategic fortifications will take 3 more turns in Samosata before they are ready. I'll send these guys to retrain. Oops, I accidentally put them in Cappadocia. Well, that's okay. Maybe. And I'll send these horse archers down here as well. So I think everything's okay. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay. So Captain Sisak has betrayed our people. This guy. Oh, that's interesting. I suppose that's to discourage the use of captains. Well, you learn something new every day. I actually hadn't seen that happen before. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is take these horse archers out. That's not what I wanted to do. And I suppose this means I should take my king out of the city. Public order seems to be okay. Now, anyway. So I will take my army, or the bulk of it anyway, out of the city. So I have 1 more unit here of Akkadian infantry. I'll have them join up. And the public order is still okay. So that's looking good over there. So I'll have my Akkadian infantry join up with the king. And then we will attack Colchis. And then after Colchis, we'll go after Vidia Atropatene to the southeast here. So we have a new family member, that's nice. Our cities are doing pretty well. I should probably make some archers just as a token garrison there in Samosata. And a few more turns before everything is ready. There, I can retrain my archers. And let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so our spy can see that Palmyra here has a good rebel garrison. And we're going to check out the Seleucid provinces in Mesopotamia here, just to see what's going on. And we discovered the ziggurat of Marduk at Babylon. And yeah, it seems like the Seleucid territories are fairly peaceful at the moment, which is unfortunate for us. Anyway, in terms of diplomatic information, the Greek cities have stopped fighting with Epirus, and Pergamon has started to fight with the Ptolemies. And we upgraded Anikamach to a large town, which is nice. So what I definitely want to do is upgrade the roads there as well as the farming. I think I'll go with the... I'll go with the roads first. It's always good to upgrade the transportation within your empire. And I'm going to bring my Akkadian infantry to the king. And now we're going to go attack Kutaisi. So, if you attack Colchis, then that will actually bring the wrath of the Sarmatians upon you. But because the Sarmatians are fairly poor and they just kind of expand in their own area, and the only way they can get to us is through Albania here, I don't think they're going to pose much of a problem. But if they do, I'll eat my words. Okay. So Samosata is almost done with the strategic fortifications, and our capital is almost done with the temple to Anahi, both of which are nice things. And Anikamach, you know, I'll just buy the small farming for now because I know I want to construct that in the game field for Trapezus as well. And then next turn we'll besiege Kutaisi. So yeah, let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay. So we have to pay tribute again, which is okay. Epirus has stopped fighting Macedon. So there's a peace in Greece. And we completed the Armenian administration building in Trapezus. So we can retrain our Cappadocian cavalry in Trapezus now, which is nice. And I don't believe we can retrain these other guys, unfortunately. So again, it is kind of weird here. We can retrain our Cappadocian cavalry, but not the Cappadocian javelin cavalry, which doesn't quite make sense to me. So now we have access to Greek slingers, some light phalanx units, and some Galatian infantry. So these Galatians are actually pretty good, and they're cheap, so I'm going to buy them. And yeah, we'll build this game field. That should make people happy. And I'm going to send the king... Actually, he won't reach Kutaisi just yet. So actually, I'll have him attack this guy. I think if I auto-resolve, I won't lose anyone. I lost one guy. So that's okay. My king got great tactician, which is nice. So I'll put him back on the road to Kutaisi. And I don't know where that army went, but I want to keep an eye on both Iberia as well as Colchis here. Yeah, and everything seems to be okay. So the temple to Anahit will be done next turn. And then I'll start on the strategic fortifications in the capital. And the strategic fortifications in Samosata will be done in a couple turns, and Trapezus will work on its game field, and Anikamach will work on its roads. And in the meantime, Kabalaka is still just growing population. Okay, so everything seems to be okay. With that, let's end the turn, see what happens, and next turn we will attack Colchis. Alright, so is this guy a suitable husband for Gohar Haikaznuni? He's unselfish and optimistic, but he is dull and uncharismatic. But he is vigorous. And he is warlike, he's in the pink. It's fine. You know, men these days. Okay. So my Galatians are ready, which is nice. I'm going to send my these guys here to the capital. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. That was not what I wanted to do. I'll just auto-resolve. Okay, well, they're all alive anyway. Let's take out this guy. Actually, what I'll do is I'll besiege Kutaisi, and then they'll attack us together. So I'll beat them both in one battle. So let's maintain the siege. And I think these guys will probably sally out and have their other army attack as well. So, yeah. Anyway, I have another general here who can serve as a governor. So actually I will send him to govern Anikamach for now, and perhaps I'll use him as a general for my second army. Or I'll probably use my Crown Prince as the general for the second army. But in any case, our strategic fortifications will be done next turn, which is good. Our temple to Anahita was completed. So we have a bit more population growth in the capital. And everything seems to be okay. Kabalaka is still growing. Anikamach is still constructing roads. We're constructing a games field in Trapezis. And everything seems to be going rather swimmingly. So I'll construct some more Armenian spearmen to support my armies, because they're actually not bad. And I cannot recruit more Galatians here. Okay, I think we're fine. Let's end the turn and see what the Colchians do. The Greek cities want to trade. Okay, so here we can see that the Sarmatians are in an alliance with Colchis. So they'll declare war on us once we take the city, and that's fine with me. The Nabateans have in fact declared war on the Seleucids, so let's see how that war turns out. Let's send our spy a bit more south to see what's going on down here. And yeah, it seems like nothing is happening. So Susa is the Seleucid capital at the moment. Interesting. So I'll send my spy up to Gazaka, and perhaps... Oh. Have the Seleucids taken Atropatene? No, they have not. No, they have not. So that is good. And the enemy general did not attack us. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Best case scenario, I starve out Kuji and his garrison. And they... Oh, so there's another kind of Colchian unit here, the Pezoi Kolkikoi. They look pretty good. And, okay, I think that's pretty much everything I can do this turn, I should construct something in Samosata or somewhere. I think I'll construct the temple here in Samosata. The roads are coming along in Armenia Minor, and the game field is also coming along. So let's see what the enemy does next turn. Okay, so we have recruited some more spearmen, which is good. I'm still considering the cataphracts, but I do want to improve my economy a bit more before doing that. And Kabalaka is still coming along. Samosata is constructing the temple. Admavir is constructing the fortifications. The roads will be completed in 2 more turns. And the game field in Trapezes will be completed in 1 more turn. So, yeah, everything seems to be going well. Let's end the turn and see if the Colchians finally decide to fight back. Okay, so I believe we have to pay some more tribute. Yes, we do. And our spy has revealed that the Seleucids have not attacked Atropatene, which is good. We have a new family member. And we finished the game field in Trapezes. So actually, I think I will construct a holy place to... How about to Mithra? And 1 turn until Kutaisi surrenders, which is nice. And then once I get Kutaisi, I'll find their general, destroy him, and then I'll go take Atropatene. Actually, I'm going to scout out here. I want to see exactly where their army is. And it seems like their army is right here. Okay. So that's good to know. If I can keep track of their army there, I'll send my king's army and defeat him in an open field battle. And then after defeating that army, I'll just besiege the enemy town of Gazaka. And it should go quite well after that. So let's end the turn and see what's going to happen. Okay, so it would seem as though the Colchians have sallied out, and their other army is nowhere to be seen. So let's fight them on the battlefield. It's perhaps that rebel army was not from Colchis, so it was acting independently. That is interesting, though. I've always liked this coin on the bottom left. He seems very smug. Okay. So let us deploy our troops really quickly. We don't need them to hold on to the battering rams. So my spearmen, I'm going to set them up in a line. My Acadians too. Get up close. I'm going to set up my archers and horse archers behind my battle line here. I'm going to send my javelin cav up on the right side. Actually, I'll do that with my horse archers as well. And I'll have my king's cavalry come in from the left here. So let's the nice view of some Cappadocian spearmen. And over here we have the Colchian infantry. The Faizarashka. And the enemy is getting pelted by my missile units and missile cavalry, which is nice. I'll move in my javelin cav a bit closer. I'm curious to see what the enemy has planned here. I'm thinking they will charge out, and I'll flank with the cataphracts and make them rout one by one. So let's see how they survive my constant missile barrage here. It seems like they're not doing so great. So again, the Armenian horse archers are really not the best horse archers in the game. The nomads have much better horse archer units. And these guys are not even firing. Why is that? These guys are firing pretty well. Good aim there, guys. Come on, guys, fire. What are you doing? Okay, they want to do the Parthian shot there. Yeah, the enemy is getting pelted from all angles. Their Kartvelian heavy infantry, which is pretty dangerous, probably their most dangerous unit, is getting pelted pretty hard there. So they're charging in, and it seems like they're charging at my Chaldean phalanx here, which would... Oh, these are not... these are the skirmishers, but they are charging, and he's probably not making the smartest decision of his life. Where are you charging? They're charging my spear units here. That's fine. Okay, so the enemy Colchian spears, the Colchian hoplites here, fighting with the overhand hoplite formation. They are on this left flank here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have... They're charging their general's unit, the Faizarashka, at my cataphract, so I'll charge in my Akkadian spearmen. They have nice shields, don't they, these Mesopotamians? I'll have them charge the enemy Colchian infantry, and then I'll hit them from the flank with the cataphracts. I'll get a better angle on them here. The enemy is already routing. Right, because they charged with skirmishers at my Cappadocian spearmen. And let's charge with my cataphract, see if I can get a good charge off. Okay, so unfortunately, I had a strange crash related to the Battle of Kutaisi, so that remains inconclusive. What I'm going to do is auto-resolve that battle, and hopefully that crash won't repeat. I think the crash had to do with also the fact that I'm recording, maybe, and I'm not sure. My recording software is not very intrusive. I'm using Xbox Game Capture on PC, so I don't think that was the problem. Perhaps it was just random. I have had crashes with EB2 before, actually just once. So it is unusual. But anyway, I'm going to auto-resolve that battle at Kutaisi, and I'll probably take a few more casualties than I would have expected, but that's okay. We can always retrain the lost units. Okay, so now let's see if the Colchians attack, and they do. So this time I will auto-resolve. And yeah, I lost a few troops, but anyway, there we go. So now we are at war with the Sarmatians. But as I said before, I'm not quite worried. Not quite worried about that. So it seems like I mostly lost spear units. So let's see what the damage is. It seems like everything's pretty much okay. Just I lost some horse archers and some spearmen. So I can just retrain the lost units, and I haven't lost that much. Okay. So I'll deal with that now, I suppose. I'll send these guys back to the capital to get retrained. And remember, I've noted it multiple times, but I'm not going to attack Iberia because they have a deal with the Seleucids in the campaign script. So if I attack Iberia, then that will be viewed as a declaration of war on the Seleucids, which I am not ready to do. Okay, I'll bring the cavalry in a bit quicker. I can't retrain my horse archers just yet. So in the capital, my strategic fortifications are being constructed. I have my small temple to Ara in Samosata being constructed. Anikamach is now constructing small-scale farming after having finished the roads. And in Trapezus, we're finishing the holy site to Mihir. And yeah, everything seems to be going pretty well. I still can't do anything in Kabalaka, but that's okay. And Samosata did complete the strategic fortification, so that means I can construct the foreign military garrison, and that will allow me to construct Iranian cavalry, Iranian skirmisher cavalry, Cappadocian cavalry, Aorsian nomad horse archers, these guys, some native phalanxes, and Iranian axemen. So that's actually a good number of units I can recruit there. So actually I'm going to order that now, because that is a good thing. So for now, my finances are okay. I think I should have... Right, so now I can send my... I can't make any more Galatians. But I'm going to send these units to retrain as well. The ones that were unfortunately defeated or ambushed last time, I'll send them to Anikama. And I can't retrain anybody just yet, but that's okay. And everything seems to be okay for now. So let's end the turn. Oh, wait a minute. I have to construct military occupation in Kutaisi, and then I will construct Caucasian Tribal Kingdom. Once I get the military occupation, I'll get my army out of there. I'll consolidate it again and attack Gazaka. So let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so I did almost forget that there are the two stacks here. So my spy here is keeping an eye on the Atropatene stack over here. And I did forget temporarily that there is an army roaming around there in Colchis. So I'm going to actually take a look around with my spy and see if I can't locate him. And I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. I think he might be in the forest here, because he did ambush my troops last time. But, yeah, that's very strange. Anyway, I'll retrain whoever I can right now. Perhaps I'll send these horsemen to Samosata to get retrained over there. I have an extra spear unit here. I'll send them here so that I can consolidate everybody. Okay, so I completed a couple of temples. I'll be constructing the Foreign Military Garrisons building in Samosata here. I'm still constructing farms in Anikamach. In Trapezes, I think I'll do the strategic fortifications there as well. I have to wait 10 more turns to construct some more Galatian infantry. Oh, my Cappadocian cav is ready. So I'll send these guys down. And I'll send them to the capital as well. And they'll be part of the army that goes to take Atropatene. And the Kutaisi will be done next turn with the military occupation. And yeah, everything seems to be going well. I'm still constructing the fortifications in the capital. I'm going to send the Akkadian infantry down to Sopene to retrain in Samosata. And yeah, I believe that's all I can do for now. Once I get the military occupation, I'll send my king out with some of these troops to maybe check over here if the Colchian army is hiding out there before coming to the capital, consolidating, and then going towards Atropatene. So yeah, let's end the turn and see what happens. Okay, so I completed retraining of my spearmen. I finished the occupation building in Kutaisi, so I'm going to construct... Oh, but I don't have enough money. That's too bad. That's too bad. But that's okay. The good thing about Kutaisi is that it gives me the ability to retrain these Faiza Rashka, the Northwestern Caucasian infantry. And it also gives me the ability to construct the Colchian Spearmen as well, which are a couple of pretty good units. So I'm going to get my king out of here with some of these strong units. I'm going to check these forests, and I don't see the enemy army anywhere. Yeah, perhaps they went somewhere else. No, they're not here. Okay. Well, anyway. So I'll send the king to the capital, consolidate our forces, and attack Atropatene. So I'll send these Akkadians back to Samosata to retrain, along with the horse archers. Oh, I can't make Armenian horse archers here. Interesting. Perhaps, no, I can't. Well, I'll send them to Anikamach then. I'll retrain them here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Sending the spearmen to the capital. So everything seems to be okay. Perhaps I'll make some cataphracts after all. And Kabalaka is still not big enough for the town upgrade. Next turn, oh, Trapezes has a low public order. Okay, I will make some Cappadocian spearmen. And some skirmishers and things. Okay. So next turn, I believe I'll have the money. I will have the money to build a tribal kingdom in Kutaisi. And then after Kutaisi, I'll be able to construct it here in Gazaka, and then boom, we'll have our first tier of the reforms. And that'll probably be the end of this episode. So let us end the turn and see what happens. Okay. So I do have to, unfortunately, give the tribute, so I'll be in debt for now because I am constructing the Caucasian Tribal Kingdom, finally. Okay, we found the enemy. I knew he was hiding there somewhere. So let's beat him. Okay. So I'll keep the archers in front here. I'll have my horse archers on the right flank. I'll have the infantry behind the missile units there. Actually, I will set up over here to have the height advantage. My other horse archers as well. I'll have my king and the cataphracts on the left side. And the Cappadocian archers in the front here. Let's get after it. So they're attacking me. I'm already in a good enough position to start firing on them. Nice view of my Cappadocian archers firing with a lovely snow background. The enemy Cappadocian cavalry is charging, it would seem. I'll pull my archers back. I'm going to wait for their infantry to come closer. My spearmen are really good at defense here, so I'm not that worried about their missile attacks. They are going after my Acadians, though, which is upsetting. Okay, so my horse archers are harassing them, which is good. My archers, okay, they're finally back in position. The enemy Cappadocian cavalry is, they're pretty good at absorbing missile fire due to their good armor. He's not even phased, he just took 5 arrows. But yeah, the enemy army is mostly Cappadocian infantry, which I'm not that concerned about. So the enemy has charged into my Acadian hoplite infantry, and they should get what's coming to them. I'm waiting for the enemy infantry to charge so I can move my cataphracts in there. Seems like the enemy is not sure what to do. Okay, the enemy skirmisher cav has routed, which is nice. And they are charging, so let's take a look at this. Okay, they're not charging. Okay, they're charging. And you can see my Armenian spearmen. They have pretty big shields and good defense, and they're in formation. And they have the height advantage, and their stats are better than these Cappadocians. So, yeah, this battle should go well for me. Okay, so the enemy spears are charging. I guess I'll just charge my cataphracts down the hill here. Let's see this lovely charge. Okay, so we got quite a few of them on the charge there. It wasn't a perfect charge. So the enemy cavalry is charging in. No, they're not. I'm going to pull my cataphracts back. Yeah, it seems like the enemy... Okay, I'm just going to charge their archers as well. It seems like the enemy cavalry is getting really mad at my horse archers. I'll just have them continue to fire on the Cappadocian cavalry and skirmish away. Those guys are routing. So the enemy does have a unit of... I I think I'll go for their Cappadocian spearmen in the middle here. And they're routing. The flanking bonus got to them. Okay, let's have everyone get into pursuit mode here. And where did the enemy go? Okay, so the Cappadocian cavalry have caught my horse archers, but I'll just take a couple losses and come back up here. And I ordered my cataphracts to charge down the hill at their guys, so that'll be the end of him. I'm going to send my horse archers back up here to join in the pursuit. And yeah, everything seems to be going quite well here. We lost 7% and they have lost 40% so far. Where's the rest of these guys' unit? I'm not sure. So my cataphracts have almost reached enemy Cappadocian cavalry. You can see that these cataphracts have maces as their alternate weapon for melee. And they charged, but the enemy was not there. Okay, so the enemy Cappadocian cav should be defeated quickly. My horse archers are doing well in pursuit. I just want to check on my king really quickly. The enemy is not quite going down here, so I'll charge with my cavalry on the flank there. And these guys are not doing anything, so I'll have them come down too. So I'll have these horse archers go after these Armenian spearmen of the enemy. And that was a pretty good charge. Oh, they're not routing anymore. I didn't even notice. Okay, so that was not good. Not a good idea. Instead, I'll have them charge these skirmishers. Okay, so these Cappadocians are almost defeated. Okay, so with the Akkadian infantry in the mix, this cavalry should go down pretty quickly. And the enemy Armenian spears. Who am I fighting here? Cappadocian spearmen. Okay, so, yeah, I probably went into pursuit mode a bit too quickly. But it seems like, yeah, the enemy's running away. I'll have my horse archers chase after them. And my general's cavalry will go after these enemy spears as well. And after that, the enemy should be done for. Yeah, they are routing. The enemy spearmen are facing the wrong way, which I've noticed that in Medieval 2 this is more common than in the other Total War games. At least for me personally, I've seen infantry do this a lot, where they just face the wrong way. It really adds to the epic factor. Okay, so where are my horse archers here? I'll have them come up. I'll have them chase these guys too. Charge these guys. End them, please. Please route. You're not even facing the right way. Okay. There we go. So let's fast forward until the chase is done. So yeah, we lost 15%, but that's not so bad. And yeah, this battle is over. We got 1,000 of them, they got 100 of us. But I don't think I got their general, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure if the army is destroyed because I wasn't able to kill the general. It looks like he's dead. So I'll keep everyone moving. Okay, I'll keep everyone moving to the capital. Not you. I'll keep everyone moving to the capital. And yeah, the Iberians are pretty much stuck there, and they won't do anything until I attack them. So that's fine with me. I'll send my spy to spy on their army here. And oh, this guy's a genius. Okay. I'll send my other spy down here to just take a look at what's going on near the settlement. And it seems like the Seleucids are not very active in the north here right now. They're probably worried about other provinces. So yeah, that's fine with me. I'm retraining some units. Making some more units in Trapezes. And yeah, everything seems to be going okay. I'll get the Akkadians back to Samosata. I'll retrain the Akkadian spear unit. Still constructing the foreign garrisons. One more turning till strategic fortifications in Armavir. And Kabalaka is almost at 800. So yeah, let's end the turn, see what happens. Okay. So yeah, we finished the farming building in Anikamach. We can retrain my Cappadocian infantry there. The king is now near the capital. So I'm going to... it's not what I wanted to do. No, that is what I wanted to do. I'll bring the Chaldeans out here to join the army. I'll get my retrained units, including my Cappadocian cavalry and Galatians. I'll get them all to join the king. How about these archers as well? And I can't recruit anyone else at the moment. So the enemy army here, where'd they go? Okay, there they are. So the enemy army here is about... oh, actually, this is a pretty good army. They do have 3 units of javelin cav, but they have 3 units of median cavalrymen. And their general is Iranian Royal Cavalry. So that's unfortunate. I think what I want to do is have another general join the king. So I'll have this governor of mine join the king. And it seems like everything's being governed okay in the capital. And if I do way stations and garrisons, that's like more... it's like the next level of strategic fortifications. And if I do a foreign military garrison in the capital, then I can make Iranian cavalry, Iranian javelin cav, Cappadocian cav, Aursian horse archers, which I have to say are much better than the Armenian horse archers. Native phalanx and Iranian axemen, which is all good stuff. I'm still working on the tribal kingdom in Kutaisi, and the king is pretty much ready to go after Atropatene. I think what I'll do is I'll attack this army first, because there are 2 armies combined. I think I can beat them, but I'll lose a lot more troops than necessary. So what I'll do is I'll go after this army. So let's end the turn, see what happens. Okay. So we have retrained our Akkadian infantry. Actually, it would be nice if these 2 infantry units joined the king, because that would really give me an infantry advantage over the enemy army here. And the enemy army, it seems like he has an idea of what I want to do. So they have kind of hooked up here near the capital with Gazaka. Can't retrain anyone yet. Do I want the cataphracts? I think I want the cataphracts. But I do have to save up money for the tribute and for constructing Caucasian tribal kingdom. But I want the cataphracts. Let's end the turn. We'll have cataphracts. Let's see what happens. Okay, so recruitment completed. And our cataphracts are ready. Join the king. My spearmen are also ready. Join the king. Now we've got a full army ready to take on Atropatene. So we have 3 units of cataphracts, a medium cavalry unit, some skirmisher cavalry, and a good line of infantry. So with all that out of the way, we can also construct a wooden palisade in Kabalaka. So the town is finally grown, which is very good. And next turn, Caucasian Tribal Kingdom will be complete in Colchis. So then I'll be able to construct Colchian spearmen, heavy Iberian infantry, and a few other crappy units. Okay. I'll build roads. So Trapezus seems to be okay now in terms of public order. And of course these fortifications will aid in that as well. And I think I'm going to go for strategic fortifications in Ani Kamach as well. And in Samosata I'll make a game field. So everything seems to be going quite well. Let's end the turn. Next turn we'll be attacking Atropatene. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it's winter, so that means I have to pay tribute, unfortunately. And I've completed Caucasian Tribal Kingdom. So that means I have access to these nice units, the Iberian Sword Infantry and the Colchian Spears, who are better. Yeah, they seem to be better on the defense. Okay. So my king here won't reach them this turn. But next turn, I'll be able to attack their army here. So everything seems to be going fine. I have a bit of a money issue here, but that's okay. I think I will build a school here in the capital because it's been too long without having a normal school in this country. And yeah, everything seems to be going pretty much okay. Kabalaka will be done with the palisade next turn, so I'll be able to actually build something here. So let's end the turn, and next turn we'll be attacking Gazaka. Okay, so our son has come of age. That's good. Still don't have enough money for that school. The story of 10,000 years of history. And now I can construct things in Kabalaka. So I'll construct roads and then some farming there. I just like having roads. I like having good roads in my kingdom. And Trapezus will be done with strategic fortifications next turn. Samosata is working on the game field. Everything's ready. Let's attack. Yeah, let's attack. If I do a night attack, I can just fight him alone. So that's what I'm going to do. It's just that these EB2 battles get pretty messy when there's multiple armies on the field. They get pretty messy regardless, like when you're chasing down units. I like that aspect, actually, of EB2 battles because it's somewhat realistic, because these pursuits were pretty messy, and if you didn't do it right, then the enemy could actually dupe armies into thinking, you know, they were defeated, but then they were actually not. So anyway, let me get my mainline infantry in a line. There we go. A bit longer. There we go. I'll put my archers in the front. I'll put my skirmishers on the left side, and my cavalry and cataphracts. Actually, I'll split them up. I'll have my Cappadocian cav with the general on the left side, and I'll have my other general and the cataphracts on the right. So let's start the battle. So the enemy has set up in a pretty good defensive position up there. And they're not coming down. So it looks like I have to go flush them out. Actually, I'm not sure what they're doing. They might just charge down. And actually, that looks like that's what they're doing. It looks like that's what they're doing. Move forward a bit with everybody. Everyone run, please. So the median cavalry are riding on the plains here. A nice Ocarina of Time kind of background here. So I'm not sure what they're doing. They're getting pelted by arrows. The enemy seems like they're falling back, which is, of course, strategically the correct thing to do for them. So what I'll do is I'll set up higher on the hill as well. I'll set my archers up a bit higher as well. I'll move my cavalry closer. I'll have my skirmisher cavalry start to skirmish, maybe draw them out or distract them. And I'll move my cataphracts to the left flank as well. So let's speed this up. So it seems like, okay, I've set up my infantry the way I want. The enemy cavalry is charging my spears. We'll brace for impact. And yeah, I don't think their charge was very effective. No, their charge was not very effective. I thought that was enemy cavalry for a second charging my general. But it was not. Okay, the enemy cataphracts lost a few cataphracts, and That's about it. So that was not a successful attack for them. They've got enemy axemen charging in. Maybe they're not axemen. No, I think they're axemen. So the enemy, they have some Iranian spearmen coming in the moonlight. Okay, so the enemy median cavalry is charging, so that's good. I'm going to preserve my cataphracts unless they're absolutely needed. Okay, so the medians are routing. I'm going to put all my infantry in guard mode. So the enemy doesn't seem to know what it's doing, which is normal. And on the left flank, similar story. I'll have my Armenian spearmen charge their Iranian spears. And again, I'm going to preserve my Cappadocian cav unless I absolutely need them, because it is a pain to retrain. In any case, I'll get my cataphracts into a better position. Okay, so the enemy, I'm not sure what they're doing here. They're trying to charge my phalanx unit, my only phalanx unit, and that's not going to work. So I'm going to have my cataphracts hit their skirmishers here. And I'll have these cataphracts here charge their median cavalry from the flank. And combined with my spearmen holding them off from the front, that should be pretty devastating for them. Let's take a look at this. And they are routing. They are routing, which is very good. My cataphracts are still fighting their skirmishers here, so I'll have my spearmen flank their skirmishers and they'll rout. Okay, they already started routing. So I'll have my king's cataphracts hit these median cav that are trying to come get him. Okay, the enemy cataphracts are coming back, so I'm going to pull my other general back and move the Chaldean Urartian spearmen forward. Okay, my cataphracts got out of there. The enemy Hyrcanian infantry are retreating. And their median cav got roasted by my king's cataphracts, as they should. And I'll have my other cavalry units come get these guys. I'm going to charge these guys. Make sure they rout. More median cavalry are routing. The Hyrcanians are thinking of coming back. I'll charge my Acadians at them. Okay, so my king's cataphracts are ready. So what I'll do is I'm going to flank these infantry over there. I'll have my king's cataphracts charge their infantry from the back. Too late, they're already routing. Where's my other general? He's up here. Okay, my Galatians are in battle. And let's see this charge. Oh, they already routed. Okay, charge these guys in that case. Okay, I'll have my other general charge this skirmisher cav. And the battle... Oh, what's going on with my... Oh, my horse archers got caught by their cataphracts. Okay, so I'll have my other general hit their cataphracts. And I'll have my cataphracts hit their cataphracts too. And they are charging. The Iranian cataphracts use swords as alternate weapons instead of maces. Okay, they have a height advantage on my cataphracts here, so I'll have my king move to flank them quickly. Okay, now hit their cataphracts. I didn't get the charge I wanted because their median cavalry distracted me. But that's okay, I'll have my cataphracts charge their median cavalry instead. And the median cavalry is getting shredded. Yeah, I think the enemy general has really good stats, and that's partly why he's resisting. So, well, I didn't lose any cataphracts, which is nice. Those medians are gone. So I'll have the cataphracts hit their cataphracts, and good. They are done. So let's get their general. Once we get their general, this battle should be over. There we go. The end of the battle. Let's continue, run them down. Oh, I forgot to flank their infantry. Oh well. I'll have my Cappadocians run down those guys. Have my horse archers run down these guys. Have my other general run down these guys. And that should be it for this battle. Not a very difficult battle, but had the enemy used their abundance of median cavalry better and their cataphracts, then that would have been a much more difficult battle. At least the AI tried to play a little defensively here, and they tried to use their height to their advantage, the high ground. And I think this battle is done. Let's see if I can catch those guys. I don't think I can. Anyway, this battle is over. I got 1,500 of them, they got 173. So everything is pretty much okay. Okay, so the enemy army has been defeated. Enemy camp captured. So let us besiege the settlement. And I think I can starve them out. So let's finish this quickly. And then that'll be it for this episode after I get the reforms. So I do want to finish the reforms before ending this episode. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the enemy got a garrison. There's a garrison script here. So the enemy has more troops now than they had before. Oh, it seems like there's a Parthian army here. So let's see how far these Parthians have gotten. Oh, that's interesting. It's just a Parthian army. Okay, let's check Hyrcania. Hyrcania seems to be okay. Oh, I forgot my diplomat is way out here. I was looking for Parthia. I think Nisa might be up here. No, it should be down here. Yeah. Okay. Retraining of the spearmen complete. Construction of the fortifications complete. Queues have stalled, which is unfortunate. But at least public order is getting to be a bit better in Trapezus. Yeah, things seem to be going okay. I do need to... Oh, Kabalaka. Kabalaka is now town, which is nice. And everything's going fine. So let us end the turn and see if these Atropatenians decide to attack. Okay, so there is some bad news and good news. The good news is that The Atropatenians have not sallied out. Bad news is we're now at war with Pontus. Now they have attacked us with a pretty weak army. My army in the city is not very big. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinforce them with my army in Anikamach that's ready. And then I guess I'll go and take the Pontic capital. That's all I can do pretty much there. I'm going to retrain some units here. What else can be retrained here? Nobody. Yeah, my army here combined with my garrison should be able to beat them easily. But unfortunately, I think that means I'll have to cut this episode before getting the reforms, which is unfortunate. So next time, I'll make sure I will take Gazaka, and I'll construct tribal kingdom building, and I'll get the reforms for you guys. So I'll see you next time.